Day 70,000. Wasteland biome, 2,580 game stage with maxed out zombie spawns, insane difficulty, nightmare run speed, 300% blood moon AI damage, and 2-hour days with 12 in-game hours of night, meaning the hordes will last 1 full real-time hour. Can I make something out of wood that can survive this kind of horde? Probably not, but I'm doing it anyway. Here are the rules. Wood blocks, doors, hatches, and spikes are the only blocks I can place. There's no leaving the base, no AFK cheese, just my wood, my rifle, and my penis against the worst horde in the game. Here's what happened. I started off by building a huge 23 by 23 by 4 wooden box. Don't worry, I remember to remove that land claim block because it's basically a concrete block, which would be cheating, so we can't have that. This whole block took me like 30 minutes to place, by the way, even with creative tools. I really should have just built it in the prefab editor. I could have done it in like 3 clicks, but that would have been intelligent, and I'm trying to fight the hardest horde in the game with wood. Nonetheless, I built a scaffolding ladder lip around the top level so that I could look directly down and shoot the zombies as they came in. Fun fact, this wood block has 500 health. This infernal zombie can do 750 damage on a blood moon with triple damage. That means they can one-shot every block on here. Even just on a health basis, 23 by 23 by 4 is a combined 1,058,000 health. Realistically, the zombies only need to destroy the bottom layer to break this whole base, because they generally try to break just the bottom 2 layers, so we can say that we have something like 250,000 to 50,000 health beneath me. Steel blocks have 10,000 health, so underneath me, despite the insane size of this wooden base, there's only the equivalent of about 25 to 50 steel blocks. And let me tell you, that's not a strong enough horde base for this challenge. With my big wooden box built, I now had to make it more defensible. Step 1. Building decoys. Decoys are theoretically a block that pulls zombie attention away from the main foundation of your base by exploiting the destroy area mechanic, which causes zombies to wildly attack nearby blocks. They're so brainless in this mode that they can even destroy random trees or pillars nearby completely unrelated to your base. I say theoretically because, well, you'll see. Now, to address a common thing I've been seeing on my more recent horde-based themed videos, building your base 13 or more blocks high has no real practical benefit for your bases anymore. They've made it so that zombies attack really tall pillars pretty much automatically now, even if it's not after a fall or using destroy area, effectively ending the era of stick bug bases, RIP you lanky fuckers. So now, bases have no real reason to be more than like 5 or 6 blocks off the ground maximum, because zombies will destroy pillars and even prioritize undermining the bottom 2 layers under your base about 50% of the time. So any extra height you give your base is really just more weight problems for the rapidly decreasing number of blocks holding your base up. In the same vein, the base won't have any walls or ceilings because they are just more weight that a wood base can't really support at this scale. If it were steel, it would have walls and a roof because steel isn't shit. Anyway, I scattered a bunch of wood pillars around the outside to maybe catch a few zombies' attention and buy a few precious minutes of having a base. Then I filled out every blank space in between the wooden decoys with wooden spikes, because they hurt zombies. Zombies go ouch, zombies die. Me not die. Brain go goopy from place too many wood block. Spend 1 hour 30 minutes just place wood block, you brain go stupid mode too. Next, it was time to make room for activities. I made a mini version of my standard horde base on the side, and it would pose a minimal security risk because I could just shoot out the bridge when they eventually breached it. Then I built a big pit in the middle with spikes so I could shoot down at the zombies when they inevitably ate the inside of my base anyway. And then I built an additional platform to shoot down at it from. No idea why, to be honest, I didn't end up using it. Then I built a little walkway with some speed bumps. This would act as an emergency horde base on top of a horde base if the zombies accidentally dug a perfect staircase into the base anywhere. Then I put a bunch of pillars around that I could just jump on if the zombies got up onto this level, buying me a few precious seconds each time I had to jump to the next pillar. Finally, I built a tower that zombies might, if I was lucky, choose to climb up and fight me instead of just cutting it down like a tree. In the end, this was my base. Would it be enough to survive? Well, put your predictions in the comments below. Now, for my weapons and stuff, I gave myself a machete, a good tactical rifle, and some armor, and then I used 100 of the perk points I gave myself. You see, I need to be level 300 to push the game stage up, but giving myself every perk in the game was probably too easy. Same with giving myself an M60 and a bunch of AP ammo, so I handicapped myself just a touch and spent 100 points and used a mid-tier rifle. Will it hold? Let's find out. The zombies are starting to spawn over on this side, so I'll meet them here. Rude. Yep, there goes a pillar already. See what I mean? The cops are a real problem. There's bees! Oh, fuck. Hey, I thought bees weren't supposed to do infections anymore because that was stupid. Yeah, so as you can see, cops are a real problem. They're able to basically one-hit the wood blocks. Oh my god. They're mine-sweeping. We have survived 12 in-game minutes. Oh my god. Oh, and the cops can explode because of the spikes. So the cops are just automatically mine-sweeping. That is fucked up. Oh, they're actually coming over here. Oh my god. Oh, that thing is durable. Asshole. These damn bugs are very annoying. At least I'm very well defended in terms of my armor. That was a good choice. Yeah, the machete was a good pick at the last minute, so I was actually able to deal with those bugs. There we go. We should have contained that particular threat. Right, how is it doing overall? I think we've only lost a couple of layers of the actual, like, structure. My spikes and decoys are actually working pretty well. But most of my time is spent hitting these damn bugs. Yeah, and there's another issue as well. The more I fight them, the quicker the base is destroyed, because the cops only actually do their spit attack when they see me, which causes them to destroy more of the base. See what I mean? Just any contact at all with cop spit on this blood moon damage just causes it to explode. Ow! Stop it. Ow. We have to survive like 10 hours of this. No, we have to survive 12 hours of this in-game, and we haven't made it 1 hour yet. These bees are unbelievable. I might die by an infection before the end of the night. Oh shit. I think it's in my interest to just keep running around in circles so that they spread their damage out. I'm not appreciating these bees. Oh god, they've breached the center already. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna stand here. Oh, excuse me. Bees have a problem with that. What is with their hitbox? Does anybody else hate these bees? They're so annoying. Fucking bees! Every goddamn time I turn around, there's more bees. Oh shit, it's Jover. Yeah, if you stand still at all, that'll just happen to you, I guess. Wood doesn't survive this. It was never going to. What I didn't expect is how it failed. Because it wasn't the zombies eating through the floors, it was the cops' line of sight attacks that completely destroyed all of the additional layers of defense I built. They just one-tapped all the blocks near me. To avoid this, you'd basically just have to entomb yourself in wooden blocks as far as the eye can see to avoid them using the attack like a shotgun blast and wiping out entire walls at a time. The Chuck and the mutated zombie would probably have a similar issue here as well. You can also see that they pretty cleanly wiped through the spike field in a few locations, again because of cop pops, and they ripped out the foundations like like it was nothing in some places. We barely survived 1 in-game hour of this challenge. Now it's worth noting this is a much slower Horde night than your usual Horde night, but still 1 hour is not a lot of time. If you try this challenge at home, let me know your results. I'd love to give it another try with a better base. And if you want to see another Horde base challenge, check out this video popping up on the screen where I give myself 60 seconds, 10 minutes, and then 1 hour to build a Horde base in 7 days to die.